Hello, everybody, and welcome to Marlene Motivates, where I encourage, inspire, and strengthen. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, I would love if you would subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification, and there is many ways that you can support the channel. Watching a video, subscribing to the channel, sharing me out, joining the membership, Cash App, PayPal. There's many ways to support, and I appreciate all of everyone's means to support the channel. So let's start with the best life crew song. Welcome, everybody.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Marlene Motivates, where I inspire, encourage, and motivate. Thank you for joining me today on this Sunday. So, today on the Sunday Talk Show, we're going to go into a very important topic about challenges. So, we can turn our challenges into courage. Let's get right into this topic. Let's see if I got any comments before I get started. Oh, hi, African Dreamin'. Welcome. How are you doing, April and Julius? Thank you so much for supporting the channel today. I hope you're doing well. So we're going to get right into the topic, how we can turn our challenges into courage. So point number one, don't let the challenge defeat you. And I know that that's easier said than done because when you're going through a trial, a difficulty, a hard period of time in your life, it's hard for you to not let things overtake you. But it's all about strengthening our mind. It's all about what we allow to that we believe. What is the belief system? So that's when you really find out what you are made of. We have to strengthen our mental energy. And we have to get strong emotionally because there's going to be things that are going to come at us. There's things that are going to bombard you, and we have to take control over that part. We may not be able to control the circumstances around us. We can't control what other people do. You can't control what other people say, but you can control your reaction to it. So it is your choice to not let that challenge defeat you. And it's very important for us to understand that optimism is a choice. You have the choice to look at a situation and say, you know what? I'm going to be positive about this situation. I'm going to look at this situation as the glass half full. I'm going to make lemons with my lemon like situation. It's all about how we are choosing to look at the situation. Are you going to choose to look at it and be like, it'll never work? It's not going to work out. And why is this happening to me? You can have that vibration, or you can have the vibration of elevation, of positivity. Say, okay, now what opportunity does this lead me to? See, when you come with challenges in your life, it's all about how you choose to look at the situation. You can look at this situation and say, what is it in me that I can learn from this situation? How can I grow from this? How can I get stronger? How can I get better? How can I learn something in this moment? See, that's when you don't let the challenge defeat you, because we can look at a situation and say, man, this is tough right now. And it's easy right then in that moment to give up. And especially when you are facing challenges, most of us, we're getting slapped all over the place. Isn't that right? You get slapped all over the place. People will come in, try to give you a jab, try to get you down. This is when people stab you in the back. This is where your finances become low. This is when your health gets affected. There's always something that is going to come at you when you are at your challenging moment, at your hard moment, at your difficulties. But this is where you can strengthen your mind power. See, the mind has the power to allow us to go through things with a smile on our face. And I know what you're thinking. How can you have a smile on your face when you are meeting challenges and difficulties? It sounds like something impossible, right? How can you have a smile on your face when you're struggling? Yes, you can, because we have to determine for ourselves. We have to determine for ourselves, not the situation, not other people in our life, not by how much money is in your pocketbook. None of that has anything to do with you as an individual. See, we have to go back inside of ourselves and make a decision in our mind ahead of time. As soon as my life becomes difficult, as soon as life is hard for me, now here is where I'm going to let my mind take over. And that's when you get into the zone and start speaking over your life. See, we have to speak prosperity. We have to speak abundance over our life. We have to want joy to come in our life. We have to want to thrive. See, it's all about the mind power. See, our mind has the power to elevate us, or the mind has power to defeat us. See, what choice are you going to make today? Are you going to make the choice to become overcome with your challenges, or are you going to face your challenge head on? Are you going to stand up? I'm going to sneeze. Are you going to be victorious over your situation? See, that's the choice that you can make every day, how you're going to cope with it, how you're going to deal with it. Hey, King Morgan, happy Sunday. How are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Boss Life Online, welcome in. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all. I would love if you guys would like the stream, share it out if it's possible, and let me know in the comments section, how do you deal with challenges in your life? So, like I was saying, when the rubber meets the road, right when you are having those difficulties, right when you have the challenges in your life, what are your thoughts? See, you have to develop this in your mind ahead of time. When life is going good for you in that moment, when you're not having a lot of difficulties, when you're not having a lot of problems, this is where you have to strengthen your mind power. And you have to speak over my life. When trials hit me, when people stab me in the back, when people gossip about me, when my finances are low, when I don't know the next step forward, when my faith is low, when I am challenged, when people are talking about me, how am I going to react? See, we have to get ourselves ready. See, that's what life is all about. See, most people, they wait until a challenge hits them before they start preparing. No, you have to prepare your mind way ahead of time. And you have to not get ready, you have to be ready. So when something comes and tries to hit you, knock you out, you're ready, because you have already what? You have already strengthened your mind power. The mind power has the ability to elevate you to do and be whatever it is that you want. See, there's nothing that you can't overcome when you have a strong mindset, when you believe in yourself, when you already can see the rainbow, even when it's hard, even when it's dark, even when it's raining, even when it's storm clouds, even when you feel low. See, we have to strengthen our mind power. Hold on one second, guys. I have to take a sip of water. See, we have to strengthen our mind power. That's so important for us to strengthen our mind. And I speak about it all the time. Having those positive affirmations. Those positive affirmations can cause you to overcome challenges when it hits you. And if it has not hit you yet, it will. Everybody goes through hard times. You may be in your season of difficulty right now. You may be in your season where you don't know how you're going to pay a bill. You are dealing with health problems. People have stabbed you in the back. You're going through life right now solo. Now is your time to cultivate positive mindset, positive energy, strength, and believe in yourself, loving on yourself. See, people have it wrong. People have it backwards. They wait until something hits them, they wait until a challenge hits them before they start getting themselves ready. See, you have to be ready. You have to be ready to battle. Life is not easy. Life is so difficult out there, especially in this world, especially people are cutthroat. They will do anything to see you at your lowest. They will do anything. Actually, people smile when they see that you are conquered. Don't let people have that kind of power over you. Don't let anybody have that power over you to say, yeah, she's defeated. Yeah, I got her. Yeah, she's messed up. Yeah, he's messed up. I knew you couldn't do it. Never let people have that kind of power and control over you. See, you have the ability to elevate your mind. See, it's one thing that people can't do. People can never take away what you think about yourself. So you have that control. You should be encouraged in that. You have the ability to be strong mentally. No matter what hits you, no matter what life is doing to you, no matter what happens, you have the ability to have a strong, powerful mindset. So if and when challenges come, you can say, I was preparing for this. See, you have to be prepared when those people stab you in the back. You have to be prepared when people gossip about you. I talk about it all the time. You got to build your foundation strong. You got to build self love in yourself. Hi, Vagoda. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. You have to build, build your foundation of love for yourself. You can't wait until the challenge hits you. You can't wait until somebody has already stabbed you in the back. You can't wait for when people gossip about you. You can't wait for when people don't support you. You can't wait. You have to already have strength in myself and say, I am strong enough. I have the ability to overcome. I can face any challenges with joy. I can meet any challenges with love. See, we have to have that mindset. We have to be ready. We have to allow ourselves to feel that. And also, the biggest thing about challenges in our life, we have to believe that things will shift in time. You have to believe that. I can't make it. I can only tell you. You have to believe it for yourself that things can shift in your life at any given time. But are you going to have enough will? Are you going to have enough fortitude? Are you going to have enough strength believing in yourself that, yes, I'm facing a challenge right now, but I have the ability that in an instant, things can shift for me. See, we have to have that love for ourselves, a love for our life. We have to see ourselves prospering. We have to see that our blessing is right around the corner. You have to see that. Not only see it, but you have to believe it. See, that's so important. If you don't believe in yourself enough, when a challenge comes, you're all the way down. See, you got to fortify that in your mind. Anything that happens to me, what can I do for? What can I do? What is it that I'm learning in this moment? And then you got to go into your mind and say, I remember when I went through a difficult challenge before. I remember when I went through that. See, there is nothing that hasn't happened to you in the past that is not going to get you to be able to deal with whatever is challenging you today. See, life, people, the enemy, the devil, manipulators, users, narcissists, All of that combined in life and difficulty and money and health problems, all of those things, all of those challenges can get us to make us feel what? Down, to make us feel discouraged. But it's all about think, how you think that you can cope with the challenge. See, if you have already in your mind not prepared yourself, you got to prepare yourself. You have to. Yes, Boss Life Online, a positive mindset. We have to start that from the beginning. Whenever something comes and hits you, slams into you, affects your heart, someone hurts your feelings, when someone doesn't support you like you deserve, when somebody isn't loving on you like you deserve. Now, so what am I going to do? And then you go, aha, I remember I prepared myself to be ready for this moment. So when someone comes and does something to you, you say, yeah, they don't support me, but I support myself. You always have to be ready and prepared. That's why I say it all the time. You got to build your foundation of love. See, if you don't love on yourself, you can't look to other people to build your foundation of love. That's not anybody's job. It's not anybody's responsibility to love you. The only one that can love you like you deserve is you. You know what you need. You know what you have been through. You know your trials. And you got to dig down deep within yourself sometimes. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I know it's challenging. I know that it's difficult. But you have been through worse. Think back. Anytime you're being challenged, think back at the times. Remember those difficult moments in your life where you were shedding those tears. You were clenching your fist. You were so angry about what somebody did to you, but you got through that situation. And whatever it is that is challenging you today, you can conquer it victoriously. You can. And we have to have that mindset. Yes, we have to be prepared. You got to prepare your mind, your heart, all for whatever faces you. No matter what other people do, no matter what other people say about you, what do you say about yourself? See, that's preparing and building a strong foundation of love for yourself. See, most people don't do this enough. They don't build their foundation of love for themselves. They are looking to other people for that fulfillment. They're looking to other people. Oh, what do they think about me? See, you're looking to others to qualify you. Other people don't qualify you for love. You got to have that inside of yourself that even if other people pull away, even if other people aren't treating you right, but I am my source of love, but I am my source of love. See, there's nothing that you can't endure. There's no challenge that you can't meet with. Absolutely nothing. I would encourage you on that. There's absolutely nothing that you can't get through. There's absolutely nothing. See, life, other people, circumstances, your health, your finances, on and on and on. The enemy, it all can make you feel like giving up. It can always make you feel, I can't make it through. But then you remember, your foundation. But I love myself. But I have been through harder circumstances. But I am strong. See, this is where you are building your foundation. When the foundation is laid, no matter what happens to you, no matter what other people do, no matter what challenges that you're facing, you can meet your challenges. You can meet your adversity with joy. No matter what you're dealing with, no matter what challenges, you can endure it because you love yourself. I think that that's so important. It's so important. Hey, Eunice, welcome in. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having an awesome day too. Happy Sunday to everybody in the chat. Thank you all so much for being here. Yes, preparing and building a strong foundation. That's so important about Boss Life Online because guess what? If you don't prepare, if you are not ready, when a challenge hits you, when people don't do right by you, when your finances is low, when you meet a health problem, if you are not ready and know that this too shall pass, that things right now are temporary. We have to remind ourselves, whatever challenge it is that you're facing, this is only temporary. Things and challenges that happen to you is all about the enlightenment. Now, what are you going to choose to gain from this? What are you going to learn from this? Welcome in, James Money. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Sunday to you. So let's get into point number 2. Turn your challenge into courage. So, number 2, this is when you find out who really cares about you. See, when you are having a challenge, isn't it the truth that when you're having difficulty and you look around, you may not see much people? People only love to support you when you're thriving, when you have achieved. But when you're having challenge, adversity, health problems, financial problems, XYZ, so many things, when you're on that downward spiral at that moment, and you look around and you have somebody have their hand out to hold in yours, to pat you on the back and say, everything's going to be okay, even to have a listening ear. See, when you look and you see those people who are there for you and support you when it is hard, when they are there and support you when you have little, those are your people. Cling to those people. I can tell you from experience, I know I have wasted so much time, so much energy, so much power on worrying about the people who don't care about me. I know this applies to somebody. We put so much energy and we keep asking, why don't they support me? Why don't they love me? Why aren't they there for me? Why don't they understand? Why don't they care? Why aren't they concerned? Why won't they give me back the love that I deserve? Why? And you're spinning your wheels and you're mad and you're angry. Meanwhile, this person could not care less. You're putting all of this energy and power into the negativity. And what does negativity do? Add negative and negative, more negativity. You start thinking negative and you get into despair, sadness. Next thing you're crying tears. Your heart is broken. See, we have to break that cycle. Just because they don't support you, just because they're not loving on you, just because they don't understand, that does not make your value less. See, you are not less. You are a very important, a very special individual. And it's that person's loss if they can't see it. You have the ability to achieve and be anything that you want. See, sometimes there's certain roads that other people can't understand. There's certain walks that you have to walk by yourself. And you have to be prepared for that. You have to be ready. When you're going through times and you think, oh, this person will always be there for me. And that's the person who walks away or doesn't support you or doesn't understand. See, other people, they're dealing with their own things, their own story, their own journey in their life. And we have to learn to say, it's okay. Maybe they'll come back. Or maybe this is a time where maybe you need to separate from those people because maybe they don't care about you like they think, like you think they do. See, believe in yourself enough to know that you can. That's why I appreciate God so much. And he says in his word that even if your own mother leaves you, that he will not. God wants us to rely on him too, but also to do the work of self-love. Yes, we have to understand that, you know, I know what it's like. I've been there. I know what it feels like to feel like nothing. I know what it feels like to not to look around and have no support. I know what it feels like to not value yourself, to not have enough self-worth. But today, But today, but today I stand in front of you brand new. But today I stand in front of you whole, complete. See, you have to speak it over your life, even when it's difficult, even when it's hard, even when there's challenges. That's especially when you need to fortify yourself and say, I am somebody. I am worthy. I am strong enough. I am loved. I am blessed. I can endure. See, you have to speak it over your life. I'm a strong woman. I'm a strong man. I have the ability. I have all the tools within me. I have all the tools. I have all the tools within me. It's inside of us, but we have to draw it up. And also we have to believe that we have it. A lot of times because of life, because of disappointments, because of heartache, because we have not forgiven other people, because we have not forgiven ourselves, we don't give ourselves that permission to thrive. And I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, you have to give yourself permission to thrive. See, that's when you're going to take to flight, even if nobody believes in you. But when you believe in your ability to thrive, I give myself permission to thrive. I give myself permission to love. I give myself permission to know my worth and to stand in my personal truth. Yes, today you are somebody. You are not who you used to be. Yes, I want somebody to say, I'm not who I used to be. I'm not the doormat. I don't allow people to walk all over me. I don't allow people to do wrong to me and to keep taking it. See, that's all a part of building our foundation, building our love for ourselves, walking in the manifestation of our light. See, we have to know our power. And we allow challenges sometimes to diminish our power that we forget that we are somebody. We forget that we are worthy. We forget we're not alone. See, you are never alone. You're never alone. And you guys speak that over my life. I may not have physical support, but you always got support in the spirit realm. You always have support in the spirit realm. The Holy Spirit, when you are weak, it fights for us. And sometimes you don't even know the words to say. And you just say, please help me. And that's all that you can utter. See, but God, He knows the groanings of us inside. He knows when you're broken. He knows when you need Him. But you got to ask for it. We got to remember to ask, and you shall receive. Ask, and you shall receive. See, God is different from other human beings. Yes, God is different from other human beings. See, other human beings want to be there for you when you're on your high, but when you're on the low, they disappear. That's not the case with God. See, God is loyal. See, God is faithful. God is always there. God has known you from you were formed in your mother's belly. He knows you and He loves you, but you got to tap into that love that He has had for you from the beginning. You got to tap into that. Hey, Lisa B. Sometimes caring means walking away, letting the person stand on their own. Yes, we have to let people make their own decisions. And it's not about control. See, we want control, and that is what can challenge us sometimes. That challenges us at times because we want things to go the way we want it to go. But everybody has their own journey. We have to let people make their own decisions. You got to let people fall. You got to let people do what they do. And I'm speaking to somebody, you are not in control of bailing other people out. That is not your responsibility. It's not your responsibility because they made poor decisions for you to come in and save them. You're not somebody else's savior. You are not another person's savior. You have to let people make their own decisions. You have to let other people fall. See, we sometimes have to cut that cord, cut that umbilical cord so that we can gain life, so that we can get our power back, so that we can feel strong emotionally, mentally. See, I talked about this on a previous stream. Some people are leeches or mosquitoes. I talk about that mosquito mentality, and they attach on you and they suck you dry and they take everything mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, physically. They take and they take and they take, and they're going to keep taking as long as you allow them to take. Cut them off. Cut them off and be well. See, that's a challenge. It's a challenge sometimes to stand up and to say, I'm not going to allow you to drain me anymore. See, you just took your power back. You just took your power back. Yes, most people don't support you. You don't know how, uh, you don't know to support themselves. That's why they are negative. Most people don't love themselves at all, so they can't be there for you. I had to walk away. Exactly, boss off our line. People don't know what support looks like because some people honestly don't love themselves. They don't know what love looks like. Yes, you're not a doormat. Don't let people stamp all over you, talk to you any kind of way, talk to you sideways, disrespect you, tell you lies. You don't have to take that. You deserve so much better. Remember, elevate your mind and you shall be elevated. So you got to think about yourself in a higher, to a higher extent, to a higher level. See? We got to think of ourselves that I deserve better. I deserve abundance. I deserve the overflow. See, when you stand in that, when you believe it and you know that about yourself, you're not just going to accept any little thing. No, you won't. What I have learned in life is that when challenges come my way, I know with the help of God and with the strength and courage that He gives me, I only survive. Not only I survive, I thrive. Exactly. We have to believe that. So let's go into I just did point number 2. You have to cling to the people who care about you. Remove yourself from the people who don't. Don't put any more power, don't put any more energy into that negativity. Okay? Let's go into point number 3, how to turn your challenges into courage. See, we have to keep busy. The problem with most of us when a challenge hits us, we stand still. Don't stand still. Get up, get busy, get into doing what brings you joy, get into what brings you peace, get into what makes you feel good emotionally, mentally, physically. Do more of that. See, don't stand still. People don't, people can't understand that. People want to slow you down. If they can't stop you from doing something, they at least want to slow you down. Don't let other people slow you down. I had to learn that in the past few months that some people in our lives, not until we cut that cord, that now you can start making moves. Some people, they drain us to where you don't even have the strength and the power to keep going. See, once you cut that cord, now you can thrive. Now you can stand up strong because you don't have somebody as a heavy weight on your back, as a heavy weight on your heart. You deserve better. You deserve better. Know and understand that. Hi, Rochelle's blessings. Welcome in. Good to see you. Happy Sunday to you. Yes, we have to learn to keep busy and to not stay still. Refuse to stay still. See, this is the best time in your life when you have that challenge. Now is your time to reinvent yourself. And I think that that is so exciting. It is so exciting when you can make yourself new. You can turn yourself into whoever it is that you want to be. But you got to give yourself that permission. You got to give yourself that permission to thrive. no matter what, despite what's going on the outside, despite what other people are saying, despite what other people are saying out of their mouth about me. But what do I believe about myself? What is my personal truth? See, we have to tap into that. The more that we tap into knowing who we are, we know our role, we know why we're here. See, when you know why you're here, you know what you're doing, you know the walk. You know what you need to spend your time on. You know what you need to spend your thinking on. Anything outside of that, remove yourself from that. See, you can't be anything but encouraged. You can't be anything but enlightened when you're walking in your path, when you are using your talents, when you're using your gifts, when you don't allow other people to define who you are. I just did a short about that yesterday. Don't let others' negative opinions about you define who you are. Just because they may not like you, just because they don't understand you, just because they don't have your talents, just because they're jealous of you, that has nothing to do with you. That has nothing to do with me. And I want somebody to say, what somebody else thinks about me is none of my business. It's not. You got to take your hands off that table. You got to take your hands off of the wheel sometimes. That's not my problem. It's not my problem to fix you. People who are, in their head, not right. It's not your problem to fix other people's problem. You are deserving, you are worthy, you are capable, and you are strong enough. See, it takes courage to stand up. It takes courage to fight. It takes courage to look at yourself in the mirror when you're facing a challenge and you look at yourself and say, insert your name. I am somebody, and I know that, and I believe that, and I'm going to use that. Use your talents, use your gifts, no matter what that looks like. No matter what it looks like, it may not look like anything to anybody else, but as long as you feel it in here, in your heart, in your mind, it's the first thing that you think about when you wake up. It's the last thing you think about before you go to bed. Get busy in that. Get busy in doing those things. See, when we stay busy, we don't have time to be occupied with other people's problems. Woo! That's a word. When you stay busy, you don't have time to worry about what somebody else is doing. When you stay occupied doing what you need to do, you don't have time to worry yourself with what somebody else is doing or saying about you. Isn't that something? See, the more that you keep walking in the manifestation of your light, the more that you keep having the abundant mindset, the more that you keep walking in your power, the more that you keep loving on yourself, regardless of what other people are saying, you elevate. Hi, Tony. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. See, we have to allow ourselves to get lifted. We have to allow ourselves to elevate. See, if you don't give yourself the permission to elevate, if you don't give yourself permission to thrive, if you don't speak abundance over your life, who will? See, you got to remember, you are your first friend. You are your best friend. And when you know who you are, when you know your worth, when you know where you have been, but also you know where you're going, you know this is not all for me. There's something I need to learn. There's something I need to do. There's something I need to be. Get busy. Don't stand still. Don't let your circumstance define what you think about yourself. Don't let your finances define who you are. No, no, no. Just because you may not have much financially, that does not mean that you aren't going to manifest that abundance in the future. Do you hear me? I'm speaking to somebody today. Just because you may not have it right now doesn't mean you won't have it in the future, but you got to believe that it's out there for you. And then you have to get busy doing what it takes in order for you to receive it. See, how are you going to receive what you need to receive if you're not getting busy? If you're not believing in your power? If you're not using your talents? If you let those challenges overcome you, everything that you are going to receive, all of that abundance, it dissipates, it disappears. And isn't that a shame? See, we give up right before we're going to step into our blessing. We give up right as soon as a challenge happens. We give up as soon as somebody says something, as soon as someone calls us out of our name. See, but we don't have to believe it. We don't have to listen to that. Remember, what somebody else thinks about you is none of your business. Who cares what they think about you? Who cares what they believe about you? The question is, what do you believe about yourself? What do you say is true? Now, what are you going to do? What are you going to do now that you know your power, now that you know your worth? What are you going to do with your gifts and the talents that you have been given? What are you going to do? You going to sit on it? You going to be lazy? Or are you going to let your gifts and your talents overflow? Are you going to choose to use your gifts and your talents? See, that's a person who knows their worth. And I want you to say that. And I want you to speak it over your life. Anytime you find it hard or difficult, say, I know my power. I know my worth. And I speak abundance over my life. I will not allow other people's negative vibration to take over my positive one. I refuse to let somebody else's negative opinions about me define the positive light and upward shift that I am about to receive. See, it's all about how we choose to think. How do you choose to think about your life? What do you choose to think about yourself? Are you listening to others' negativity? Are you feeding into their drama? I refuse. I have come too far to allow somebody else's negative opinion about me to get me to stand still. I refuse to let somebody else's drama, hatred, anger, bitterness, lack of forgiveness to stop me from moving forward. See, before, the older me would have said, oh, I can't do it. I won't do it. I shouldn't do it. I can't do it. I don't have it. I'm not strong enough. I don't have the skills. I don't have the ability. No. Today we're speaking over our life. If I don't have the skills, I will gain it. I will learn. And that's a thing that we have to keep saying over. If I don't know, please put the right people in my life. Please let me watch the right video. Please let me use what I have in order for me to gain and to go where I need to go. See, during our trials, during our challenges, this is where we're forming ourselves. We're being molded. You're being molded for a purpose. But what purpose do you choose to claim? Do you choose to claim the negative, or do you choose the positive? Do you choose that abundance, or do you choose to say over my life, I can and I won't. See, it's a choice. You can choose to stay in the negative or you can choose to elevate. See, even if you didn't grow up that way, today you can determine for yourself, even though I wasn't raised this way, even though it's hard for me at times, even though I feel down, but then I say over my life, I speak it and I declare it over my life. I declare that I am strong enough. I declare that I am able. I declare that I will thrive. Yes. It's all about what you, as a person, as a man, as a woman, as a child of God, I choose to be molded. I choose to use my gifts. I choose to use my challenges. I choose to become stronger. Maybe at that point where the challenge is hitting you, maybe you aren't strong. Maybe you aren't strong. But after all of this, now you feel your emotional muscles, you're stronger. Mentally, I'm stronger. The things that you used to take, you don't take that mess no more. You tell people no. You stand up for yourself. You know when it's time to go and when it's time to slow down. See, look at that. You're using your challenge and you're turning it into courage. You're turning what used to break you to be something that blesses you. Come on, somebody. What used to break you now can bless you. See, because you don't allow life challenges and circumstances to define you. No, I do not allow the circumstances of other people, the negativity of other people, what even my own mind will say. Sometimes you have to talk to your own self and say, no, that's not true. I am strong. I am worthy. I can do it. I am afraid, but it's okay. Keep walking even in fear. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to be faithful and I'm going to be loyal and I'm going to challenge myself and I'm going to keep trying and I'm going to talk to people and I'm going to tweak things and I'm going to work things and I'm going to step outside of fear and I'm going to step into faith and I am going to be brand new. And say, yes, I am made new. Yes, I am made new. Yes. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. I am made new. You are not who you used to be. And that's when you have to say, thank you that I'm not who I used to be. Thank you that I know love now. Thank you that I know what self-worth is. Thank you that I know how to be a good friend. Thank you that I know how to forgive. Thank you that I stop allowing the fear to get me to flight. Because before, anytime I was afraid of something, I take off and say, oh, that's too hard. Oh, that's too challenging. Oh, I don't know. Oh, you can't allow a challenge to get you down. You got to fortify your mind and say, this is a challenge. Yes, this is difficult, but I'm looking at you challenge. And I accept your challenge. I accept your challenge. And you can't break me because I'm not alone. You can't break me because now I know my worth. You can't break me because I know what I'm meant to do. I know my purpose. Who knows their purpose right now? See, maybe before you didn't know your purpose. Hey, Pam Money, maybe before you didn't know your purpose. But now today, after all of the challenges, everything that you have faced, now you have been introduced to self-love. Now you have been introduced to courage. Now you have been introduced to strength. Now you have been introduced to joy. See, I'm speaking this to somebody. See, it does not matter what your circumstances looks like. It's about what you choose to think about yourself. See, there's always going to be challenges in life. It's always going to be something to bombard us. It's always going to be something to get us down. It's always, 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 always going to be something to try to get you, to try to disrupt your mental peace, your emotional peace, to hurt your feelings and to get into your heart and to make you want to just wrap up in your bed, stare at the wall, shed tears, and just say, I give up. That's what other people want. Do you understand that part? People love to see when you are at that weak state. And I challenge you that the next time you're faced with a difficulty and you feel down and say, no, I shall not be defeated. No, I can overcome it. Yes, I believe in myself. And no matter what it is that I am facing, no matter what it is that before would have broke me, it can't break me anymore because I know about love, because I know about being somebody. Now I know about speaking and teaching. And I know that in my difficulty, I know that I can praise God and I say, thank you for my trial. Because whatever it is that is stirring within me, whatever it is that I need to root out, whatever it is that you need to teach me, I say, God, teach me. Teach me so that I can move forward. Teach me so that I can step into overflow. Teach me so that I can learn. Teach me so that I can fix my finances. Teach me. Let me humble myself. Let me be brand new. Yes. Let me be brand new. And you can be brand new too if you allow yourself. So you have to allow yourself to love yourself enough that when a challenge hits you, when something comes along and hurts your feelings, that's when you stand up and you look at that challenge in the face and say, I'm not afraid of you. You can't break me. You can't break me because I know my worth. I know my value. I know that I am somebody. Yes. Never let a challenge get you all the way down. Let that challenge say, okay, 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 you're trying to challenge me. But in this challenge, I will get stronger. In this challenge, I will love myself. In this challenge, I will praise you. In this challenge, I will become fortified. Yes, in this challenge, I will be a stronger woman or man. Yes. See, the devil doesn't like that. The devil doesn't like that. The devil does not like when you feel strong in your trial. See, the devil, he wants when you are in a trial, he wants you to be all the way down. He wants you to be there shedding tears all day. He wants you to be there. Nobody cares about me. Nobody loves me. I'm nobody. I have no worth. See, whoever I'm talking to, your worth is not defined by your wallet. Your worth is not defined by your wallet. See, money can always come and go, but guess what? That money can always be replaced. Do you know God can give you in abundance? He can give you until you have no more wants. Do you know that part? But you got to trust Him. You got to use your talents. You got to listen to Him when He tells you to do something. You have to obey and you have to be faithful. See, that's the hardest part. When we meet a challenge, it's hard to be faithful. We don't want to listen sometimes. We want to be disobedient. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, that's too hard. Oh, that's too difficult. Or that's maybe for somebody else. We allow that fear to overcome. But when something is given to you, when something comes as a vision, when something comes as a talent, are you going to use what you have? Are you going to let the talent that God gives you, are you going to let that talent be a blessing for somebody else? Do you know that your talent can bless somebody else? And in reverse, when you bless other people, you bless yourself. Oh, come on. When you bless other people, you become blessed. See, abundance comes to those who are loyal, abundance comes to those who are faithful. Then I want you to say, I am faithful. When a challenge comes to me, I am loyal. Yes. Get up and you fight. When a challenge knocks at your door, answer it and don't be afraid. Yep. Look at that challenge right in the face. Don't run from it. Don't hide. Don't cower. Get bold and say, yeah, you want to break me, but you can't break me. See, because I'm made new. I'm not the woman or the man that I used to be, the one that would get all the way down. Now I'm the woman who can look at a challenge in the face and say, I see you. I see you, but I got this because I'm not alone. Because I have the Holy Spirit that fights for me. Because I know my worth and my value. Because I know how to be a good friend. Because I know how to forgive myself and give myself permission that it doesn't matter how many times I fall down, but I rise. Yes, but I rise. I rise when it's difficult. I rise. See, people don't know what you are dealing with. People don't know the challenges that you face. People don't know the challenges that I'm facing. See, what may be hard for you may be easy for me. We have to work and look at our own circumstances. Don't look at what somebody else is doing to the left or the right. Don't look at other people's blessing and want that for yourself. No, want the blessing that is meant for you. Claim your own blessing. Walk in your own power. Get busy walking. And the next thing you'll be running. Next thing you'll take to flight and you can soar. But you got to be loyal. But you got to be faithful. But you have to get up. But you have to forgive. But you have to walk through your trial with joy. Walk through your trial with joy. Nobody can't give you joy but yourself. Not no romantic relationship, not a friend, not your family, not a cousin, not a job, not money. Nothing can give you joy. See, joy is inward. It's all about that inner reflection, about the manifestation of what you have been through. It's a culmination of your life journey, your life story. And say, I look back on my past and I stand here today and I say, child, you are something. And you look at yourself and say, and I'm proud of you. I want somebody who has not said it. I want you to talk about your challenges. It's important to speak and manifest over your challenge. Challenge, I see you. Challenge, I see you, but I accept it and I receive it. And I love myself. And I'm going to face my fear. And I'm going to keep trying. And I'm going to keep loving myself. And I'm going to keep blessing myself. And I'm going to pour into myself until there's no more want, because that's what God wants for me. It may not be what other people want for me, but it's what I want for me. I ask all the time, I said, God, please let me overflow. Please let me walk in abundance. Please let me use what I have. Please help me to keep loving myself even when I don't know how, even when I don't believe. Make the Holy Spirit come in and move forward for me. So I challenge you today, whatever is your trial, whatever is your difficulty, whatever is the circumstance, I challenge you to stand up. I challenge you to love on yourself. I challenge you to keep trying. I challenge you. I challenge you to love on yourself more. I dare you to look for abundance. I dare you. Keep looking for it and it will be found. And this is the fourth and the last point. To turn your challenges into courage, we have to be patient with ourselves. Ooh, Now, I tell you, this is one of the hardest things ever in life is patience. It's hard to be patient with ourselves because as humans, we want what we want when we want it. I want it right now. Right now, we live in the instant society. I want instant success. I want instant love. I want instant this and instant this and fix my finance and fix my health and fix my body. But nothing that is worth it comes about overnight. Nothing that we are going to receive just happens overnight. We have to learn to be patient so that when we walk in the manifestation of whatever it is that I'm about to receive, whatever it is that you're about to receive, we've learned to be patient. We've learned to slow down. We've learned to listen. We've learned to block out all of the negativity and that white noise and all of the mosquito like mentality people always trying to buzz around, suck on you, leech, take away from you. See, if somebody can't come into your life and add to it, subtract them. Trust me, it works. Subtract them. Okay? So let's do a recap. Point one, don't let the challenge defeat you. Optimism is a choice. Point two, tap into the people who really care about you and cling to those people. Stop wasting your time and your energy on people who don't care about you. Point three, keep busy. Don't stand still. Get up and fight. Fight for yourself. Fight for your life. And point number four, be patient with yourself. See, if we use all of these tools, if we fortify our mind and our heart, you can turn your challenge into courage. I thank you all for being here for this Sunday talk show topic, turn your challenge into courage. My brothers and sisters, you can conquer, you can be victorious with the right attitude, the right mentality. Remember, keep loving on yourself and know that you are somebody. I'm Marlene of Marlene Motivates, and you have just tapped in to the Sunday Talk Show. I appreciate you all for being here. And if you are brand new to the channel and watching me on the replay, leave me a comment. How do you turn your challenge into courage? I appreciate each and every one of you. Know that you are important. Know that you are valuable. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are conquered. You are a conqueror. Know that you are victorious. Walk in your light. Build up your mind power. Speak positive affirmations over your life. I believe in you. Now it's time for you to believe in yourself. I will see you guys on the next live stream or video. Let's end with the I Made It song written by Boss Life Online. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Much love, guys.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? forgive me. I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, hey, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself.